Hey, Dan Meyer here, and today we're going to talk about Facebook engagement. I'm actually going to walk you through how you can use your virtual assistant to take care of your Facebook engagement for you. So think about this. You're busy, you have so many things to do every day, you can't always be paying attention to what you post on Facebook. Sometimes you post things in a rush, sometimes you schedule them when you're doing something right after. Rarely are you actually trying to build up engagement before you post. And a lot of times when you're not paying attention, things get left behind. They fall through the cracks. Potential clients, potential opportunities to do business together, just people you want to keep in touch with, they fall through the cracks because we're too busy. So you can build a strategy around what and when you post on Facebook and then tie that to an engagement plan where you have a virtual assistant kind of managing the engagement. So you want to think about several pieces of this, right? The first one is that you want to really think about when you're building your engagement, when should you post? What is the best time for you to be talking to your audience? When are they most likely to see your posts on Facebook? And once you determine that, then you want to think about what you're posting. So what is the strategy behind your post? Are you doing a theme each day? Do you have a series you're trying to do? Are you posting it up to an event where you want to have activity on a regular basis, getting interest or generating buzz, pre-event? You want to have your strategy. So you figure out your strategy as far as what you post and when you post it. But then when you figure that out, then you want to also make sure you're optimizing your engagement, right? So the most important thing is to make sure you have an objective. So with your engagement, say you're trying to drive traffic to a Facebook group. You've set up a private group for your clients and for people that are good prospects that you qualified that are definitely going to be people that you can work with. And you want to invite them to your group. So you're looking for people that are in your target demographic, your target geography, people that either can join right now, will join down the road, can influence others to join. So say your goal is you want to be able to bring in a couple hundred people to your group before you do an event. And you're doing an event in about 2 weeks. And in those 2 weeks, you want to try to add 20 people to your group a day so that you're able to, from those couple hundred people that you add, that you get maybe 20 of them or so come to your event. So you map out your objective. 20 people each day you want to invite to your audience, and hopefully you get a chunk of them to join your group, right? So you do that, and you can do that through your Facebook group, or you can do that for your personal page and drive them to the Facebook group. But 20 people a day is a lot. If you're working, for the most part, trying to grow your engagement for your activities via Facebook, 20 people a day is a good number to shoot for. So once you do that, you want to join other groups because you can only market to your own friends so much. What you really want to do is be able to market to a group. Now you can have your Facebook business page be the primary magnet for marketing to groups. Your Facebook business page can look just like your personal page if you want it to be. It can be all about you. It can be your photo. It can be what you're trying to do. It could be about the event. You can make a Facebook business page for an event or a series of events. But the bottom line is you want to use your business page to really be the one pushing traffic because your business page has no limit on the number of people who can interact with it. But your Facebook personal page tops out at 5,000 friends, right? So you want to start using your Facebook page, a business page, as the primary one. And you want to use that to join groups that are where your target audience live. Say your target audience is business coaches, entrepreneurs, authors, speakers in the small business space that specialize in talking about mindset change or wellness or health or something about transformation of you to be somebody better, the better version of yourself. You want to join groups that are made up of people that are looking for that or talking about that kind of stuff, that transformational experience. And you want to post in those groups on a daily basis to be able to get people that then like, comment, or share your stuff, and then you want to invite them in to your group. And you can also look at the group people, the people in that group, and look at their profiles and see if you want to give them a direct invite. But that's how you really want to start it with your objective, right? And this is something that I've done really well. When I think back to how I grew my business, especially my first business I launched back in 2011, it didn't go well because I really didn't understand how to really use engagement. By the time I figured engagement out and I launched my second business in 2012, at the end of the year and into 2013, it was much more successful because I knew what I was doing. And what that basically means is that I knew how to engage. I knew how to look for the people that I could work with, that I could collaborate with, that I could sell to, that I could become part of their network, that they could influence for me. And after about a year or so of figuring it out, I came up with a system. And that's a system that I use with my VAs. And what we do is we start that objective out. How many people do you want to add to your group in a certain period of time to be able to get them to be part of your tribe, to talk about you, to recommend you, to refer you, to comment, to share, to like. When you start seeing those things happen, you need to validate right away if possible. So when people comment on your posts, even if it's your business page posts, you want to comment from your personal page if you want to have it really successful. You want to say, hey, thanks a lot for that. I appreciate that. Now you can also have your VA use your business page, or you can use your business page. But taking a moment to validate somebody likes something at a personal level is the key to really building engagement. So, just saying awesome or thank you or perfect or I get it or whatever you want to say to make sure they feel that they've been validated. And once you do that, then you have to make a choice. You either keep relating to them on a personal level, or you push them to relate to you through your social media page. A lot of people will say, just do it through the social media pages, don't use your personal. As a pro and a con to that. The pro is that people really do business with you. You are the face of your business. So it's really hard to separate the two. I know in my business that I am the face of my business, and my face is what sells. It's not so much physically what my face looks like. It's the fact that I'm credible, that I'm legit, that I have a certain sense of a certain status about me. People are going to say, okay, I can work with this guy. I'm going to learn from this guy. This guy's someone that I can partner with or do business with. That's what your personal brand sells. Now, again, you can set up a Facebook business page to basically be your personal page and keep your personal page pretty private for your friends. But you want to come at them from you, not from your company, right? So don't come at them from Sonic VA. Come at them from Dan Meyer, and you're going to be able to relate to them. And once you do that, then you can start looking for ways to really engage with them. And then there's just so many ways to engage, right? Relate to them as an equal, as a person to person. Try to probe a little bit, figure out what they're doing, and look for common ground. There are a limitless number of questions that you can ask. And if you're just kind of wondering, what kind of questions do I ask when I do engagement, you can just Google it, Facebook engagement tips, and you'll see like lists and lists and lists of different questions to ask, different topics to bring up. This is really what you can do to help build the relationship phase. The next is you want to explore, uncover any questions or problems, right? If they're currently clients, if they're new clients, if they're prospects, if they're somebody you've never even met before, you got to figure out what are the best ways to really start probing and exploring and uncovering to see how it is you can help them. So as you drive them to be part of your business, to be in your Facebook group, to attend your event, you're thinking, what are the things that's going to solve for them? Right? You have to be able to solve something. If you just want to make friends, then this is not the way to go. You want to keep using your Facebook personal page to make friends. But if you're looking for business clients or collaborators or people that you can work with or can influence for you, you want to drive them eventually to your business page. And once you're there, once you've probed and figured out what they need and you can offer that solution, you really lean in, right? You really go all in and trying to be supportive and look at their stuff and comment on their stuff and get really engaged so they do the same thing for you, right? You respond back and forth, and this can be either through public chat streams or it can be through Facebook Messenger. It could be in the text itself of a post where you have the comment section. Really, each one's a little bit different. There's no pro or con. It's really what fits that person. Some people are very public and they're happy chatting via comments on a post. Some people are pretty private. They want to keep it to the direct messaging. So you kind of figure out which one works for each person and do that. And then just agree with them, thank them. Be mindful of what they're going through. And when you see what they're posting and they start seeing what you're posting, you start seeing synergies where you can get them to engage more and more. And this is how you lean in to that engagement. Okay, so I'm going to cut this video here for today. We'll come back with the rest of this tomorrow. But just a quick recap of what we're covering. Facebook engagement, it starts with validation, right? And then once you validate somebody, you have to acknowledge them. You have to relate to them. You have to really start to get to probe and understand them. And then you want to be able to move them towards the engagement. And you want to get them to be part of your tribe. If you do that, you're going to be successful. So come back tomorrow for part 2. Make sure you subscribe, drop us a comment. If you have more questions, if you want to get a VA to start with you before we even air part 2, just send us a message to sonicva.com. Just go to sonicva.com, send us a message or drop a comment below, and we will get you started with a virtual assistant that can help you with your Facebook engagement. All right, talk to you all soon.